When I made my first YouTube video back in 2013, I had no idea how many benefits that I would receive in the way of personal development and confidence and the ability to express myself that I do now, looking back, hindsight, right? At that time, I was just getting over the fear of expressing myself, putting myself out there. I had just returned from an event with a good friend of mine, and I was inspired and motivated to make my first video, and I will put a link to that video down below. And at that time, I really didn't know what I couldn't have foreseen where my channel would be right now, or that I would love it so much and that I would receive so many benefits all around the personal development, personal growth, confidence side. And in this video, I'm going to share some of my insights on that and why I think that no matter who you are in the world or what you're doing, starting a YouTube channel is an awesome way to become more confident, more outgoing, more charismatic, more open, and more in the flow of life. And at the time, like I said, I had no idea that was going to happen. If you're new to my channel, my name is Mark Phillips, and on this channel, we talk about business and lifestyle design from the inside out, being a conscious creator, and also law of attraction, things like that. So if you're into that, consider subscribing. And by the way, if you get any value from this video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, and maybe share it with someone who you think might need to hear it, and leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. So let's jump right in without further ado. So I've been thinking about this a lot lately as I approach 1,000 subscribers here on my YouTube channel, which I'm thrilled about. Now, if you do the math, 2013 to 2011 is a long time. It's taken me a long time to get that. That's why I value each and every one of you if you're a subscriber, and I also value you if you're just watching and you're going to go off and do other things. I really love and appreciate the fact that you watch my videos and you hang out on my channel, because growing a YouTube channel can be challenging. Some people grow up very quickly. I watch a lot of them, and I'm amazed and in awe of the people that grow to 1,000 subscribers in a month or so, right? That's obviously not the case for me. That's why I'm super thrilled to be coming up on this 1,000 mark. By the way, I've got a special video planned talking about my journey, talking about lessons that I've learned, insights. We're going to be looking at some of the videos that I've created, some not so cringy videos and some super cringy videos that I hope no one ever watches. But I needed to produce them in order to slay that dragon of fear or procrastination or giving into the resistance, like Stephen Pressfield talks a lot about, right? That's at the heart of this video. Making videos and pushing enter and sending it up to the internet and publishing it helps you get over yourself, right? It helps you get out of your comfort zone. It helps you get over the fear of public speaking. It helps you be a little more organized in your day-to-day life, and it helps you develop discipline, right? It may seem weird that talking into a camera and uploading the video on YouTube on a consistent basis, maybe a few times a week or once a week minimum, can help you develop discipline. It's weird, but it can actually do that. And there are many other benefits and like awesome things that YouTube can do for your business. But, beside all that, it can help you become a better person. It can help you grow. And when I first started YouTube, I had no idea about that, right? It's only once I get into it that I start to, to understand that to deeper levels. And so, like I said, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel to promote your business, or maybe to talk about what you love or share what you're interested in and passionate about, that's awesome. And you should definitely do that. But just know that there's going to be a whole slew of fringe benefits that will probably end up being more valuable to you than you promoting your business and you kind of making digital content that works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 to promote yourself in the online space. It all comes back to what Jim Rohn said, right? He said that success is something we attract by the person that we become. And the longer that I walk on my journey, the more this is true. And I really realize it on an intimate level. No one can take away from you who you become, right? You could lose everything or things could go south for you for a while, but if you have become a disciplined, productive, focused, creative person, you're going to find a way to rebuild. And also, speaking of rebuilding, let's look at the curve of success, right? For a lot of people, it's very flat, right? It's flat, 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 and then all of a sudden it goes up very sharply. And I can see why that happens, because once you hit the momentum and hit the right combination of being your true authentic self, talking about things that you love, resonating with other people, connecting with other people, and being relatable to other people, then things start taking off. But it can take a long time in the beginning for people, human beings, I know this is my case, to come into alignment and be confident and comfortable with who we really are. Because remember, Earl Nightingale said it, you know it, we all live it, we are all trying to conform to some arbitrary person or entity that society says is normal, right? I mean, we all want to conform because no one wants to stand out, because then you're kind of, you're susceptible to ridicule or criticism or judgment or whatever else. But guess what else you're susceptible to? Prosperity and abundance and fun and freedom and full self-expression and being able to live your life the way you want, right? There's two sides to every coin. This is why super successful people sometimes don't have a lot of people they can share the experience with, because not everyone's going to understand that. But just remember that, when you conform, that's fine. I conformed for many years. I think we all conform to a degree all the time. We're just kind of getting better at not conforming as we go on in life, because what I realized was I wasn't never going to get the goals and dreams that I wanted conforming, right? I had to step outside the mold. I had to step outside the box. Luckily, I had seen a bunch of people already doing this. And when I mean step outside the box, I mean take my passion, my love for manifestation and personal development, and like the understanding the creative power of thought and using our spiritual power to create the business and lifestyle that we want, right? I'm super passionate about this. I have been for 20 plus years. And so when I decided to build a business, at that time, like I said, it was just writing books and Kindle books that then grew into the podcast, then grew into the clothing line, Focus and Flow. And then now I'm thoroughly enjoying designing and planning and producing video content on a weekly basis, multiple times a week. But I had to step outside the box and go for it, right? Luckily, I had seen people doing it in the online space, and I was able to model their success and copy what they were doing in my own way. And then I've still used them, right, as teachers and mentor type people, right? And I look at what they're doing, how they're doing it, and I have a number of people that I'm looking at, but I do it in my own way, right? And it's been a roller coaster. I don't want to say that it's all been wine and roses, right? There's been some blood, sweat, and tears definitely along the way, and there's been a huge amount of fear. But what is life other than overcoming fear and procrastination and resistance, right? Well, what is life ultimately? What are we really here to do? I believe one thing we're really here to do is to find out who we are and express ourselves in ways that is fun, that also will be fun and beneficial and helpful to other people. And YouTube is an awesome platform to do that. Everyone has a channel. If you have a Google account, you have a channel. And putting stuff up there on a daily not a daily basis, but on a consistent basis. If you want to go daily, go for it, right? That's my goal, to be honest. On a consistent basis, will help you become a better person. It'll help you become more confident and less fearful, more courageous, more outgoing, right? Help you get in touch with who you really are. And some of the things that I've noticed is that translates into better interactions with people in the real world. Because if you practice speaking all the time in front of a camera, like I'm doing right now, like you're probably doing on occasion, if you practice that all the time, finding your voice and speaking your truth and being authentic and talking about things you know and love and allowing the excitement that is already inherent in all of us to be percolated, right? If you do that on an ongoing basis, you're going to get better at it. And that's going to translate into speaking better and being better communicator in the real world, right? Some of the things that I've noticed is I'm more open to ideas and impulses, and I'm more open to saying them when they come into my mind if I'm in an interaction with someone. and again, the reason that I want to do that is to just have fun, right? And create fun experiences. I want to enjoy myself. I want to amuse myself. If something comes into my head and I think it's funny, I'm going to say it. Whereas before, years and years ago, definitely before I started a YouTube channel, even into my early 20s, I would censor myself quite a bit because I would think, well, what are people going to think about that, right? I don't want to offend anyone, right? I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. And also, the biggest one of all, I don't want to look stupid. I don't really care about those things anymore because I trust my inner being, higher self will not make me look stupid, right? If you get an impulse to say something and you censor yourself, there's a chance that you will lose out on connecting with another person or a group of people. There's a chance that you will lose out on making a funny statement or entertaining someone or connecting on some level that you wouldn't have before, right? So definitely more courageous, definitely more outgoing, and saying things that I used to censor myself, right? That all comes from getting in front of a camera multiple times a week and speaking and then uploading it to video and shipping, right? One of my favorite little sayings that gets me out of this procrastination mode is something that Seth Godin said. He said, real artists ship. And you're an artist. I'm an artist. We're creators. We're artists of life, making things, turning thoughts to things that we want to see in the world, right? Creating things. And so we got to ship though, right? No one wants to get to the end of their life and be still in planning mode, right? You want to bundle it up and ship it and then start creating again, because each time you create, each iteration gets better and better. It gets more refined. You're going to get more comfortable. You're going to feel better about it. It's going to be more streamlined. I call it like, playing a hot potato, right? You want to cook the potato, but then you want to throw the potato away, off the plate, right? You want to throw it away. You don't want to hold on to the potato forever. You want to ship those projects because, as silly as it may sound, that helps you be more confident because you then say, I get shit done, right? I ship stuff. I finish projects because, again, if you never finish anything, you are subconsciously telling yourself, I don't finish things. I'm not good at finishing stuff. And that's going to kind of infect your relationship with yourself for sure, and also your relationship with other people, right? Because you're going to walk around with the consciousness of I never finish anything, right? And so back to that idea that I talked about earlier, like some videos that are super cringy that I don't want anyone to ever watch again, I had to ship those in order to maintain that integrity with myself and say, yeah, I am a person who ships. Sometimes it's not always pretty, and sometimes they're not always, grand, going to change hearts and minds like nothing else. Sometimes they're pretty ugly, but I still ship them because I learned from each of those times, right? And at the end of the day, whatever you're selling, whatever you're doing online, however you're helping people by sharing information, I think the bigger thing is who you're becoming in the process, right? I know that for me, that's what it is. Yeah, I want people to subscribe. I want people to like. I want people to check out the description down below and see products that I've created and courses and subscribe to my email list, right? I want all that stuff. But what I want more is to become better, right? I want to grow. I want to be more confident. Like I said, be more courageous, be more outgoing, more bold and determined, and more persistent, right? So I hope this video helps you see some of the fringe benefits of starting a YouTube channel. If you haven't started one, maybe 2021 is your year, right? I don't think people talk about this enough on YouTube, and so I wanted to share this with you. People are talking about how beneficial it is for your business, which it can be, or how much it'll drive traffic to your landing pages or your digital products or your website, whatever, which it can do. But what about all the things that no one really ever talks about, like who you're becoming in the process? Don't overlook that. And if you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel, I can't encourage you more to do that. And if I could give you any advice starting off, it would be to talk about what you love, right? Talk about what you know and love, Mark Twain, right? Write about what you know. If you're just starting out, just talk about what you know. Definitely, tune into some Gary Vee stuff because he talks about documenting and not creating. I find that I'm moving more towards the documenting aspect of creating YouTube videos, and share what you're passionate about, right? Transport yourself back in time and be a kindergartner and pretend like you're at show and tell, talking about, something that is, that you love, that you like, that you're using, help other people, whatever it is. There's so many different ways. My point is, at the beginning, one of the things that I've realized is you just have to go. You just have to go and make and make and make. And then eventually you're going to go, okay, well, this feels a little better doing these types of videos, so I'm going to do more of these. Or I don't like these types of videos, I'm going to do more of those. You're going to be pivoting the whole way. And that's just the name of the game, right? That's kind of the game of life. We never really know. If you played in the end game all the time, you'd have no surprises. You'd have no wonder. You'd have no interest or like figuring things out. That's fun too, right? I've got notebooks full of ideas and plans for my channel and other things online and different things like that. That's part of the process. Planning things out is part of the process, and then executing things is the other part of the process. So again, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope this inspires you to start a YouTube channel in 2021 if you haven't already done it, and at least commit to making one video a week, even if it sucks, even if your video quality is poor, even if your audio quality is poor, even if you say stupid stuff. That helps you slay that demon, those demons of resistance. And over time, they're going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. And you're going to get bolder and bolder and more courageous and more confident as you go on your journey. So if you like this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Like I said, leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. Are you going to start a channel? Do you already have a channel? Does this resonate with you, right? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want more video content like this, helping you create the business and lifestyle that you want and be a more conscious creator using the power of your imagination and your spiritual power, right? Remember, at the end of the day, we're all spiritual beings enjoying this human experience, as Wayne Dyer talked about. And I think a lot of us leave that power on the table and we don't exercise it as much as we could. And so we leave a lot of fun stuff on the table. So if you want more content like that, consider subscribing and turn on the bell if you want to be notified when new videos come up. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, all the best, health, wealth, and success. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.